Hi everybody, this is Diane. I have two more Happy Mails to show you, but after I show you these, depending on how long it takes to show them, I thought maybe we would make a tag or two with some of these bases or guest check decorating. I wanted to try to do something with some of these figures that I got at the flea market that someone had already fussy cut for me. So if we have a chance, we're going to work on some of those. But let me show these to you. I had gotten this a couple days ago, and I set it aside because I knew Pam was sending me more things, and Pam is the one that sent me a lot of Patriotic stuff. I got Patriotic items from several people. But the most recent one I got was from Pam. And then she turned around and sent this to me too, but I'll talk about that in a minute. So this is, I forgot. I already opened it and went through it, as you can see. Oh, this was more Patriotic stuff, and I already had the journals all put together when this came. I thought there was more. Oh, yeah, it's in here. But I was able to use some of these cards just to put them in the little bundle of extras that I sent. I just mailed the journals today. She said she realized, did I say who this was from? This is from Diane in Texas. Thank you, Diane. I really appreciate it. I just love that you guys pay attention to what I'm doing, or what you know that I like. She knows that I had enough ephemera, more than enough for my Patriotic journals, but she hopes that I can use these. Well, I can use them in upcoming, like future Patriotic journals. So there's this long card with a flag on it, and then this pack of cards. With this, I think that is really beautiful. So I sent, I think, 2 or 3 in the packets of good extra goodies with the journals. And then I love these too. These are from vintage magazines, and McCall's Needlework Fall and Winter 52 and 53. So these ladies are Patriotic, and then we have a Dutch girl and a Hawaiian girl, and maybe Spanish and Asian. Aren't they the cutest? So I can definitely use them. Thank you, Diane, for thinking of me. I'll cut these off and put them with my Patriotic stuff. And I'm going to make myself a little Dutch journal. Hang on, I'm going to go get the book that I just got from eBay. So some of you may have heard me talk about my friend Alette. She's Dutch, and she and her husband and her cousin came to visit me when they were doing a visit in the United States and Canada one year. And she sent me some Dutch items, and then I've added some things that I've had in my stash. But I think this is the Dutch twins right here. She sent me a bunch of things that are Dutch related. Look at that, so cute. And this was recent, and I added to it some things that I had already, and I decided that I'm going to make a Dutch journal to honor my friend Alette. So I saw this book on eBay, and I debated about it. It's so cute, and they're the Dutch twins. I'm going to cut this out and put it with this. I'll just make myself a little journal with this little book. All right, so the other Happy Mail that just came today is from Pam. And she had told me that she went to an estate sale and she saw these things and she said, I knew exactly who could put these to use. So she bought them at the estate sale and sent them to me. So thank you, Pam. I started looking at them and there's quite a bit in here, so I thought I might as well just make a video. So let's see what's in here. This gorgeous lace is a collar. So this was the back, and then this would hang over the front. But I can cut those apart. I have a lot of appliques right here. And then she told me that she had come across a collection of millinery flowers. So that's what this is. Look at this feather that came off a hat. Now, if I could figure out a way to put this on a front cover, it could be damaged so easily. Maybe it would have to go inside the journal, but I do want to use that. I'll figure out a way. And here is this giant rose. I wonder what this looked like on a hat, but I can take it apart and use the leaves and the petals individually. She said some of them are in pretty bad shape. So here's some yellow petals. This one is flocked. And purple. Looks spidery. Look at these. Almost pansy-like. Aren't they pretty? I love them. This is a crushed flower, but I would probably end up taking most of these apart anyway. Not those little pansies. I'll leave them whole. This has little cones on it. And I love the velvety flowers. I can use the petals. These could be good to put behind something. Look at this one. That's pretty. And this one is white and velvety. There's another rose. Look at this. Wow. There's a bag of leaves. They'll come in handy going behind some of the flowers. Look at these. I love these. Oh my goodness. Oh. California Millinery Supply. So this is an unused one. Wow, that is so pretty. And pink. And these little flowers. That's pretty, and it's nice and flat. The colors of these petals are gorgeous. I always loved the roses that had the yellow that faded, that morphed into the orange. I had some in my rose garden. Some little tiny pansy-like flowers, and the leaves are pretty. This one has a lot of petals I can take off and use, and some velvety ones. I better get busy using my millinery flowers. I think what I have to do, I have so many now, because I bought a bunch of hats. I think it was last year at a yard sale. Oh, I love this one. Wow, that is so pretty. That, let me show you. I bought hats at flea markets that have flowers if they were cheap, so I could take it apart. So these are full. This is full. And then I have this bag It's got the netting in it too, some of the netting that came on the hats. So what I need to do is kind of sort things out and separate them so I can better find what I need. I think I'm a little intimidated about going through them now, looking for what I want. Look at that. It looks like all bunched together like that. It looked like a purple hyacinth, but it's got separate strands. That is really pretty. They'll be really nice on the cover of a journal. Looks like there's some fabric underneath. These are big petals. Looks like magnolia. I love the velvety ones, but I like the silky or organza ones too. I just think mixed together, they look like old millinery flowers, which is what they are. This is intriguing me, this bag here. Okay, so they're small and manageable. A lot of times when you take them off a hat, they have some dried glue on them that feels stiff, but it usually doesn't harm anything as far as reusing them. So this whole baggie is full of these little flowers. I love them. Now we have some blue ones. This was quite a find, Pam. I would have snatched these up if I had seen them. Look at this. Like very fine organza petals with the flocked velvety ones. Pretty blue. And these are like a deep, deep, deep royal blue flowers or leaves. They are gorgeous and they're in good condition. And looks like another bag of leaves, maybe unused. Yeah, they are unused. Oh, I love those white ones. And those goldish green ones. They're great. Oh my goodness, this is just a treasure trove of millinery flowers. And another rose. We've got some ribbon, grosgrain ribbon. And, ooh, a piece of gray velvet. But that's not an ugly gray. That is a beautiful, rich gray, silvery gray. And this metallic design. How gorgeous is that? We've got some, looks like organza. Maybe it was a, nope, I thought it was a curtain. Thought I saw a hem, but it wasn't. And purple. This looks like it would have been on a hat. Purple netting. Two different ones, and some brown with the little flocked flower or spots. This stuff is so fun. And then this fabric, which was probably to line a hat maybe. Wow, this is fabulous. Thank you so much, Pam. I just can't believe you sent all this to me. Look, all that stuff fit in this little box. I will not be able to fit it back in there. That's pretty awesome. I love it. So I'm going to have fun sorting through my millinery flowers and getting them all organized so that I can use them. Okay, now, oh, here it is. I had my tablet here so I can start doing some gluing. Thank you, Pam, and thank you, Diane, for the wonderful journal supplies that you sent me. I was looking for something I might want to use as a base for these, and I came upon these pieces that I made as bases, and they haven't been created on yet. And what my idea was for these is to have a colorful background. These are not colorful, but we might be able to add some color. There's a lot of neutrals here. There's one with some color. Those are too small. Yeah, lots of neutrals because they were just going to be backgrounds that I was going to build on. Okay, so not too much in color here. He's got his driving coat on and driving cap, so we could put him on a map. Straighten his leg out. Kind of tired today. I had my 2 grandsons here, and they're not little. They're, you know, they can take care of themselves. I wasn't like babysitting them, just had them here to keep them company. And taught my oldest one, Adam, who just turned 18, gave him a sewing lesson. I don't know if I told you I bought him a sewing machine for his birthday, because he wants to sew costumes. And so I gave him a sewing lesson today, and he does really well. And then he bought some spandex. That's what he wants, you know, making costumes with spandex, and I don't know how to sew on spandex, but that's a tough thing to learn to sew on. But he saw the specs for a mask pattern, and he drew the mask with my help, drew the pattern, and we cut it out of spandex, and then we sewed the mask together. He did the straight lines, I did the curvy lines, and it actually turned out pretty good. I thought we did a good job for our first spandex sewing. And Teddy was here, and I had him doing some chores for me and earning money that way. So I was going back and forth between helping Adam and giving instruction to Teddy and mixing up cookie dough. So we had a full day. Sorry for the noise. I took them to see my parents before I took them home. I haven't seen them in a while. My mother was shocked when she saw Teddy, the younger one, at 13, but he has shot up so much. I was shocked when I saw him on Tuesday, and it had only been a week and a half since I had seen him, and he just seemed so much taller to me. But my husband was tall. There's some tall people on my husband's side of the family. My husband was 6'5". My family is not known for its height. My mother is tall. I think she was 5'8" before she started shrinking. And my dad is 5'8". Or was. He probably shrank too. So she's tall for a woman and he's not tall for a man. So my grandkids are tall. All 4 of them are tall. That's a nice little tag. Some of them don't have much definition. There's not much contrast. Looks pretty gray. I don't know if I'll use them, but something like that looks good. Here's another gentleman. 2 of them. Maybe I'll put him on that. Look for something else for this lovely lady. These are all digitals, by the way. I think I need a little more contrast in the color. I went for the red instead of the pink, but I don't think that works either. Maybe a pink label that's got a cream background, something like that could work. Or that has a cream background. Or we have this ticket. Now, do I have a black number? If I can get to it, it's all tangled up. There's a 3. And maybe a flower. Labels, numbers, and flowers. Pretty standard go-tos. just don't know where to put stuff. Put this down here. I guess I don't need the number. It's got numbers right there. I have 3 pieces there. And then I didn't know if I wanted to cut this a little shorter, so I didn't shape the tag yet. Let's just glue these down. I'm just going to trim a little bit off of the top. I think I will just put some lace or fabric at the top of that one. Okay, so we did these 2 tags, and I'll make him, what time is it? Oh, we've got time. Let's do another one. His foot is cut off, so I'm going to have to put something there. be a little too big. I don't want it to just look like it's covering up a spot where his foot should be, even though that's what it's doing. I've got some used postage in this pouch. Does that look weird? It's pretty bland behind him. And I'm using bland pieces behind him. Or maybe just several of these used postage pieces would be good. Didn't want to cover up too much of the pink. That's the one part that has color. Oh, there's green too, which I'm covering. I don't think I'll add a reinforcement there. It doesn't need it because it's still got that one. I put this one on just for looks. And I'll ink around that after I turn the camera off. So we have these 3 tags, and I think we'll leave it at that. So I hope you enjoyed seeing the wonderful items that my friendly viewers sent to me. Thank you again, Diane and Pam. And we got a little crafting done with some of the things that I just picked up at the flea market a week and a half ago. So I'll be back with another video another day, and I hope that you're having a creative day. Bye.